You'll have to open the meeting as usual.
Alright, it's 4:57 PM on Thursday, February 27th, and I am officially opening the select board meeting.
Yeah.
Do we need to do the pledge of allegiance? Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll skip it.
You have one agenda item today.
Yeah, okay, and the agenda item today is our road agent has asked us to come in and discuss posting the roads.
Yeah, it's all about.
So with the weather going up and down, this is typically where we see the most damage. And it looks like, last week it looked like we were into the thirties for another couple of weeks, but now it looks like we're gonna be 50 today and tomorrow, and then 23 over the weekend, and then back into the 50s by next week. So I'd like to get the roads that we typically post, the ones that we think could be damaged or don't have the best base to them. You get them posted sooner than later.
How many roads are there like that? I mean, in one-
Typically, we post the ones, we'll post Chester Turnpike, we'll post parts of River Road. And those are mainly the roads we post. Deerfield Road, we have no option on, it's a state road, we have to leave it open. We'll post Mount Delight, we'll post New Ride. That's about the extent of the truck traffic. And what it does is it allows us to control when they drive a little bit better. So people will call us and still want to use it, but we'll say, okay, you know, I gotta drop off an excavator, well, do it at 6 tomorrow morning when the roads are frozen. Not 3 in the afternoon when the sun's high and everything's starting to get mushy. I've seen logging trucks go up side streets here in town. And you watch them, the roads just wave behind them when they're heavy. And cause what's gonna happen is that, under the road, we're frozen 1.5 feet down, probably 2 feet down maybe. And if the top foot thaws, all the water gets underneath it and it sits, and it just creates a unstable. So what we're trying to do is avoid the damage to the roads that we have control over.
How often, like yearly, do you find that you have to post them?
We post them every spring.
But you have to have, we have to approve it in the meeting.
Yes.
Deciders on that. Is Commercial Street been one of the ones that you had to put, we have the sewer trucks going, is it commercial?
So, down Canal Street,
Canal Street.
we talked about posting it at times. But it would really affect the business down there.
Yeah.
The sewer department lose a ton of money. That's where we tried to ask them for help, we repaved some of it and they didn't seem very interested, but we built that road in hopes that, yeah, so the typical road in town has 3 inches of pavement on it, that one has over 5.
Yeah.
And we put it down that way, just
Good planning.
to do so. And then the drainage improvements will hopefully help with that down there. So I don't anticipate having to post that road. I think we have to, the amount of money it brings in and the benefits to the sewer payers, which are the taxpayers in town, it outweighs the consequences.
So I tried to look up some information on this. Is there a length of time limit that for posting to stay in place? Like we're gonna vote on it now, does it run out in 30 days?
No, so typically what we've done in the past, and I'm not sure if it's Coach or John and I John looked up the laws on it a little bit more. And typically at this meeting, what we've done is we've authorized me to post the roads and then authorized me to take the postage down when I feel necessary or feel the roads are in a safe spot. And what that does is it's an inconvenience for a lot of people. A lot of delivery trucks. I'll answer the phone for the next 3 weeks for major brands and Home Depot and all those people trying to get places and they want to know where the road's posted when we can travel them.
Getting calls here.
Yeah, so So they'll start rolling in, and they've already actually had, people have been calling us for the last about week asking when we're gonna start posting roads.
Cause they know,
They do.
Yeah.
They do, so typically that's the way we do it, I assume that's okay to do. And that way, when they're dry, everything's dried up in this, April, we can pull them down without waiting 2 weeks for a meeting
Yeah.
or whatnot,
I'm interested in the future, in taking it one step further. If maybe you said you tend to post them in the spring.
Yeah, we post them every spring.
So maybe it could go on a January agenda item that would cover it in a regular meeting, authorizing the road agent and town administrator. That when they feel they're gonna come, that way we'll never have to have an emergency meeting like this.
Yeah.
They'll have the authority to post the
You
roads.
could pre-approve
Yeah,
every year, this is early.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
our weather is changed.
it is, and that's the thing, year to year, you never know.
And typically, end of March into April is typically mud season,
Right,
that's what it's based on. This is earliest I've seen,
Mhm.
but we could certainly do that, just say the beginning of February, first meeting in February, we authorize the road agent to post when he sees fit.
Yeah.
And we get it done in a regular meeting.
Yeah.
Then we don't have to
Yeah.
all rush in and,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're not worried that we're not gonna be available.
Right, and I mean, we were trying to look our way around it, could we get 3 emails that say, okay, or anything like that, just because. I mean, the damage that could be caused next year.
Didn't wanna let it go over the weekend.
Yes.
That's the big thing.
So
So
we'll get things posted up and life will be good.
we can do that.
Well, I make a motion that we allow the road agent to post the roads in Town for this spring, end of winter, spring season.
And to remove the posting.
Oh, yeah, and to remove the posting as he sees is fitting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Kathleen, I.
Jim, I.
Trish, aye. All right, very good.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting
I'll second that motion.
At 5:04.
at 5:04, yes.
Yeah,
I,
Kathleen, aye. Trish, aye.
perfect. Whoa, that was nice and quick.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.